Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, because right now on this 1 hour time frame we have a very urgent situation to talk about, which is this descending triangle pattern in combination with this confirmed bearish divergence in the Bitcoin charts, which is when you have higher highs in the Bitcoin price and lower highs in the RSI momentum indicator. Now, in the case you don't know, typically a bearish divergence plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Now, so far we have seen this play out exactly as expected, so that is all good. However, something else to take note of is that this bearish divergence is already more than 24 hours old, which is quite a long time for this 1 hour time frame. So I am not putting too much emphasis on this in terms of like a bearish signal anymore. On the flip side though, if we do break down below this critical level of support sitting at 116K, then this would actually set up a bearish price target all the way down at 114.3K. So this is an absolutely critical level to hold. Now, to be very, very clear, we need to first break down below 116K before I am even targeting this level in the first place. Like, for example, if we just reverse right now and we start breaking above this level of resistance at about 116.7K, then this would actually be a very bullish signal in the short term because, well, first of all, we are breaking a downtrend, which is always a bullish thing. But besides that, we are also completely invalidating this potentially bearish pattern, which can also be seen as a bullish signal in the short term. So that is something to potentially look out for. Besides that, if we take a look at this 2 hour time frame, you can see that we are still holding above this Fibonacci golden pocket, although we did get a bit of a wick to this descending trend line earlier on in the day. I'm glad that I was able to warn you guys about this in my last video from this morning. So either way, for now, everything is still completely fine for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. Something else that we should take note of here is that currently it is a Friday night for me personally, is that we are also heading into a weekend. And typically what we see through a weekend is some choppy sideways price action. So I would say beware that we are heading into a weekend. Obviously, if we see some kind of clear break of this with volume coming in and all of that, then maybe this might not be one of those typical weekends where we are just trading sideways. So like I said, for now, not too much going on that 2 hour time frame just yet. Now, if we take a quick look at this 1 day time frame for Bitcoin, of course, here we also have a confirmed bearish divergence in the charts. And we have already seen quite a bit of bearish momentum here. And after this recent pump, this is basically turning into choppy sideways price action for Bitcoin between this high at about 120K and this low at about 112K. As I said in my video from this morning as well, so long as we are right now holding above this critical level of support, sitting from 116.5 all the way down to 115.5K, to me, this is actually starting to look pretty bullish, because keep in mind, we have already broken the downtrend here. We also broke through this critical level of resistance, and right now we are seeing a retest of this level to flip this previous level of resistance into a level of support. So overall, that is actually looking pretty good. And besides that, we have also broken this descending trend line in the RSI momentum indicator. And as I already covered many times on the channel here before, if we start breaking this descending trend line and we get a couple daily candle closes above here, then you will start to see me look for another move into overbought territory for Bitcoin on this 1 day time frame. So that would be a pretty significant move in terms of the actual percentage gain that would be. For now, it is a little bit early to be extremely bullish on Bitcoin, like be looking for like 130K or something like that. We need a little bit more confirmation to see that this trend line is actually going to be held for Bitcoin. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on this 3 day time frame, notice how right now we have big liquidity to the upside at 117.8K, and we have big liquidity to the downside as well, sitting at 115.3K. Now, for some reason, I cannot show you guys this 2 week time frame for the Bitcoin liquidation heat map because currently the power is out once again here in Thailand. I'm in a pretty nice place, but for some reason, I'm really struggling for internet here, so it kind of sucks, and I'm very sorry that this is actually interrupting the technical analysis that I'm trying to do for you guys. Either way, I don't have any new data from these Bitcoin ETF flow tables yet. So tomorrow I'm going to check back in with this. Either way, this has been today's market update. One quick note, guys, if you want to get a bit of a more extensive analysis, including some high time frame, like long-term analysis as well, I highly recommend you check out this video from earlier this morning, only 10 hours ago, because I actually go much deeper into that topic in that video as well. So that is something that you can also keep an eye on. But regardless, if you do end up checking it out or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.